Books are omnipotent. We are surrounded by books of all sorts. Some books that we hate to read are study books. Some which we cannot leave, the storybooks. All books are paper, ink and binding, but they have different effect on us. Some make us cry, some fill us with love, laughter, joy. Books are so powerful that they have made people, society and world. Just imagine the time when the world did not have books. Yes, might be writing was done on walls or on dried skin of an animal, vellum or parchment, but no copies of it. Manuscripts were exclusive and rare to be seen with common people. And people used to not read. Writing and reading was considered magic, which only few could perform. How did then books come in the world? Books and making its copies was an impossible task before the making of printing press. Gutenberg developed the first printing press in 1430s. Gutenberg had seen wine and olive presses since childhood, observed how the olive presses soaked with oil could leave imprints on any plate pressed upon it. He grew up to be a goldsmith, learning the art of polishing stones. Drawing on this knowledge, he created lead molds of alphabet and plates with paper. When paper was pressed on those alphabet coated with ink, a printed page was obtained. Multiple copies of the same page could be obtained in this way. In this way, by 1448, Gutenberg perfected his system and printed the first book, Bible, 180 copies of Bible in 3 years. This invention became the turning point in the history of the world. Printing reduced the cost of books. The time and labor required to produce each book came down, and multiple copies could be produced with greater ease. Earlier, books were mostly religious, magical, or filled with divination. Other forms of literature had not taken birth. Masses were illiterate since reading was the skill of few in the society. Then how did the printing press people survive these days? They came up with an idea. Books with pictures and paintings, caricatures and cartoons. This is the reason why most of the nationalist movement is associated with symbols, flags, national picture to convey the ideas to illiterate crowd. Over the centuries, education grew. More and more people could now read, and they could not read religious books any longer. Hunger for more reading increased, and to satisfy this appetite, different forms of literature took birth. Short stories with pictures, poems, newspapers for people with short attention span, novels for the hungry reader, drama for theaters, magazines for versatile topic, books on behavior, books on etiquette, books on parties. Many writers rose up, like Charles Dickens with his famous Oliver Twist, Samuel Richardson and Pamela, Henry Fielding, Jane Austen, and the famous book Pride and Prejudice. Books began to change individuals' life, inspired women's liberation movement and revolution. Louis Sebastian Mercier, a novelist in France, in most of his novel had the heroes of the novel transformed by the act of reading. The hero used to devour book, used to be lost in the world books created, and became enlightened in the process and destroyed despotism. Mercier proclaimed, "Tremble therefore, tyrant of the world, tremble before the virtual writer." This is exactly what happened in French Revolution. Print popularized the ideas of the Enlightenment thinkers like Montesquieu, Thomas Paine, John Locke, created the suitable environment for the historical French Revolution. Books and pens are now considered more powerful than the sword And the invention of Gutenberg has changed the world in all aspects. So it is correctly said that books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. For more information like this, please do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell button.